The 10 Blind Men and the Reality, Chandogya Upanishads. Long ago, the ancient seers of India gave us a story to explain the mystery of reality. A story found in the sacred Chandogya Upanishad, simple yet profound. The story of 10 blind men who tried to describe an elephant. This is not a parable about science or relativism. This is a teaching about Brahman, the absolute truth, and how our limited senses grasp only fragments of it. 10 blind men were brought before an elephant. Each one touched a different part. One touched the trunk and said, "The elephant is like a snake." Another touched the leg and said, "No, it is like a tree." Another touched the ear and said, "It is a fan." Another touched the tail and said, "It is a rope." Another touched the side and said, "It is a wall." Another touched the tusk and said, "It is a spear." Another touched the head and said, "It is a pot." And so on. Each man was absolutely certain of what he experienced. Each argued, debated, and even grew angry. None of them could see the whole elephant. And yet, each thought he understood reality completely. The rishis used this story to explain a great truth. The senses can grasp only parts of Brahman, not the whole. Just as each blind man perceived only a part, our mind and senses perceive only fragments of existence. But reality, Sat Chit Ananda, existence, consciousness, bliss, is one, whole, infinite. Until one transcends the senses and realizes through direct experience, aparoksha anubhava, truth remains only a matter of partial grasping. The Upanishad teaches, Brahman cannot be grasped by sight, speech, or mind. It is only when the inner light dawns, through meditation, humility, and the grace of the teacher, that one sees the whole elephant, not just parts. One realizes, I am that Brahman, complete, indivisible. Thus the rishis urge, do not argue over partial knowledge. Do not boast about sensory perception. Seek the total truth through direct realization. For reality is not in what is seen separately, but in what is seen as one. Brahman is one, all else is glimpses.